Welcome to our announcement section of the Grand Assembly celebrations. We are so excited, and I have, I think, 15 girls here who are very, very ready to hear some announcements. But you know what? That comes last. So we have a lot of other stuff to do before then. So you're just going to have to sit and be patient for a little bit. But thank you all for joining us. And I'm having such a great time enjoying this Grand Assembly celebration with all of you. And I hope those of you who are watching at home are enjoying some of the spirit and love that is in this room today. It's just been wonderful. I'm going to start with some awards that I did not give out at last Grand Assembly because of the cancellation. So just going to backtrack a little bit, and I just want to make sure that those awards get out. We had a good year with membership in 2019 to 2020. And I do have some rosettes to award to the assemblies for membership. I had a few assemblies maintain their membership through not last year, but the year before. And those are Rose Assembly number 11 maintain their membership, Hope Assembly number 46 maintain their membership, and then I had 3 assemblies increase their membership. Ansonia Assembly number 8 was an increase, Valley Assembly number 26 was an increase, and New Britain Assembly number 6 was an increase. So congratulations, assemblies that either maintained or increased their membership. Thank you. We have plaques that we give out every year, and we have 4 plaques that we give out. One for marketing, one for ritual, one for sisterhood, and one for service. And I tried to leave the plaque awards as kind of open as possible. It can be awarded to an individual, it can be awarded to an assembly, it can be awarded to a group of girls. One year we gave the ritual award to the girls that participated in the ritual competition at Sabrina Assembly. So it's a variety of groups that I want to recognize through the years. So our 2019-2020 plaque. Just one at a time. Our 2019 Marketing Award is going to Valley Assembly and Valley Lodge. They worked together so hard to work on marketing Rainbow and Masonic relations in their community. So they're getting this award for 2019. The Service Award, and this is really no surprise, I think, to anyone. The Service Award is going, and it did in 18, it's going in 19, going to New Britain Assembly. New Britain Assembly consistently reaches out. Consistently reaches out to their community, and you'll hear a little bit more about this later, but they work so very hard, and I think, again, a strong relationship with the Masons in the area that understand that community support is where a lot of service can be done. So thank you to New Britain Assembly for reaching out to their community. The Sisterhood Award is going to Norwich Assembly for 2019. Norwich Assembly, and they do such a beautiful job of working together. And it is a small group, but it is a very tight with all that they've been through. They just work on being nice to one another and supporting one another, and I wanted to recognize that. And then our 19 Ritual Award goes to Ms. Sydney Sheriff. Sydney was responsible for our ritual competition in, it would have been 2020 or 2019, I can't even remember now, but her responsibility as a Grand Officer, we give the Grand Officers extra responsibilities, and hers was Ritual Specialist. And she just took that and made it her own. She decided what categories were going to be in the ritual competition that year, ritual proficiency, and she was the one who organized it all, and she did a beautiful job with that. So thank you very much, Cindy. Going to you. Traveling trophy is going to Norwich Assembly. This is based on distance and how many girls go to visitations, things like that. But they had a bus that they came in. In the bus, driving the bus, and bringing all her girls here. So thank you to your efforts to again, that sisterhood, that assembly kind of cohesiveness. But they would all troop off their school bus when they got to the visitation, and it was wonderful to see. So trophy is going to them. Our Rainbow Spirit Award is a very special. Recognize the efforts of a rainbow girl who just goes above and beyond and understands what it means to have the heart of a rainbow girl. So the award for this is a 2019 award, and this is going to Gabby Dana. Shows the best side of rainbow and gives the greatest help. Love for everyone. So thank you very much, Gabby, for being a very special one. Okay, we have that's all the caps and everything. We have interim awards. So I was very blessed this year to work with both quads as they term the coin. And they came up with an interim theme. Now, I said, girls, we got to come up with something. We've got to get through this time. And it was such a tough time for all of us at the start of the pandemic to figure out what we were doing and how we we're going to make it work. And I had to call each of them and tell them that there wasn't going to be a grand assembly. And then gave them a couple of weeks to kind of absorb that. But then I said, we've got to get going with something. And I said, can't we have some kind of interim theme or whatever? And my great idea was, how about we do something with a panda for pandemic? They didn't like that idea at all. And they came up with the Lego theme and staying connected because that's what we all needed to do. So the assemblies have done amazing, amazing things during this year, and we wanted to recognize the efforts of all the assemblies. So these two have some special awards to give out. And these were very expensive awards.
Okay, so we are really so proud of our local assemblies who have made the best out of the situation we were thrown into this year. And we want to recognize all of the original ideas these girls came up with in their local towns rather than our state. So first up, we have How to Build a Team for Ansonia number 8. These girls have been so active during these virtual times throughout teamwork activities and have consistently met. I don't know if they've ever missed a meeting, and they've done bingo a million times and made meatballs or brownies, and they were just always up to something new, and it was really inspiring to see and gave everyone else a lot of ideas too. So our next Alrighty. So next up, for Brantford number 19, we have the Campfire Award. Brantford was able to get creative this year when meeting with our current restrictions, and they were able to hold a campfire for one of their meetings. So for that reason, we give them the Campfire Award. So we then have the First Responder Fanfare from New Britain number 6. These girls assembled comfort items and delivered them around their community and really pitched in when their community wasn't doing as well as it should be. So for that, we are giving them this award, and we are really proud of you. Next, for Milford number 4, we have the Community Connections Award. This assembly did a great job with community outreach this past year, asking other groups to join them in their food drive. As many of you might be aware, the Connecticut Rainbow did a food drive, and Milford Assembly was extremely successful with
their collection. So for that reason, they get the Community Connections Award.
Next up for Valley number 26, we have the Communing with Nature Award. You guys did installations outside. You really were making the best out of a situation where none of us knew what to do. And so you put a lot of ideas and a lot of thought into everything you did, and so we're so very proud.
Alrighty. And so next up for Norwich, we have the Constancy Award. These Norwich girls worked so hard. They never missed a meeting, pandemic or not. They continue to be there for each other, meeting regularly, no matter the circumstances. So we wanted to recognize how constant these girls were in their connections.
Okay, up next we have Rose for Building Connections. You girls have done outreach, you've worked with my assembly, you've reached out to other people, and have really connected. You really did what everyone was asking you to do, so thank you so much for that.
So we're at the portion of I always think of it as a banquet, where I would like to give the recognition to one of the very special people that has helped me through the last 2 years. And we have got and placed in our hands the most best state mother advisor, Mom Patter, who kept all of us on track, especially when we were going through this, but the whole 2 years, Mom Patter, I so appreciate your friendship. I so appreciate all that you do for these girls, and these girls love you so much because you love them. It just is a wonderful thing to see. So I do have a card here for you that I will give you later, but I just want to thank you for being just such an amazing state mother advisor. When we were going through this process of trying to figure out what we were doing, things changed like every group that you had together. Well, we can't do it this way. We have to do it this way. No, you have to sit over there. Well, we can have the girls walk this way. No, they need to go this way. They need to sit. They can't stand. And every change, it was very hard to keep track of all the changes that needed to be done to make sure everything was safe. And Mom Casper was there writing, rewriting, and she kept all of us so focused. So this all would not have, and if I had to kind of vote for the two people that really helped to pull this together, it's Mom Carter and it's Darcy. But Mom Carter, thank you for being such a great state mother advisor for the last 2 years. Thank you. I know we took you away from your family, but and well, I don't know if they say it's okay. But I really do appreciate all the work that you've done. Thank you.
I have a gift from Mom Potter. Wait.
So, put it on the chair. She can come up and get it from the chair.
Have this too. Anytime. Yeah. I had this done a year ago. I had it done a year ago. This is fun. I know it is. We will go right funny later. Thank you. Can I just go through all my things? We have another one too. Anything personal, you don't really need them. Ladybug. just good luck.
Good
We'll
luck,
have the same
Charlie.
one.
Yeah.
It's the same thing the grant officers got. This will always be all of us together. You really can't get rid of me, I guess. And then here you go.
We're Charlie for mine. It's a basketball.
Can't escape them. But because it has been 2 years, we have a very special one for you. You get two. She was probably hoping to keep some extra space on her bracelet, but
Reminds me of wonderful, wonderful years with wonderful girls.
this one is from Adele and I.
And a double heart, mine's so cool.
There's 2 crowns.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you both very much. Thank you. Oh,
It has been. Okay, that's all I have to do.
The grant officers have some gifts to distribute. So first, I think we should start with the red bag, beside you, Victoria. Not that one.
This one?
No.
Yes.
Yep.
Red bag. Yeah, red bag.
Want to make sure.
So this is from the grant officers, to Victoria.
Wait, okay. Tied really well.
here they are.
There is drag. I got it. Oh, it's so cute. High school musical teddy bear. This is adorable. Oh, that's so cute. And on the seat it says Flaw, Connecticut Flaw 2019-2020. Oh my God, it's so cute. Thank you.
There's another thing in there too.
Staying connected with the wild. That was so cute. Oh. Grand Valley Connecticut National Order for Rainbows for Girls. We're all in this together. 2019, 2020. Staying connected. 2020, 2021. Celebrating adventures and bringing big prizes. Oh my God, these are embarrassing pictures. Whoa. Oh my God, I don't even think I'm gonna look at this right now. Oh, this is so cute. Oh. Oh my God, wait, this is Legos? What? How? So the Wildcat is actually in Legos. I did not notice that. I'm not wearing my glasses. This is so cute. Thank you.
So we have a couple more gifts from the grant officers. So now, Victoria, you can open your pink bag.
pretty. Oh, thank you, Adele. Thank you to all the grant officers.
Then last but not least, Mom Needham and Mom Cotter have a little something to open, by their chairs.
This one? I think this comes right at the end.
Yeah, right now, there we go. Thank you very much. Beautiful.
Well, you-
From, gift from the grant officer.
Okay, the next thing on my list is announcements. I believe Mom Betty is going to start us off with a new Grand Cross team for the next 2 years.
So Mom Magazine's Grand Cross Color in Connecticut, and before I announce the new degree team, I just want to acknowledge the current team from 2019, 2021. Usually the team gets together twice a year for this big banquet in November, and again, twice for our Grand Assembly where we perform the degree work for the investiture for the new members. So of course, we weren't able to do that, so I just want to let the team know that we truly appreciate the time that they took to be on the degree team, and they exemplified their offices, and they were outstanding. So I want to thank them, and I want to let them know that Connecticut Rainbow also thanks them. So I'm just going to read those names off so that we can acknowledge them. We had the cross bearer was Jenna Hugh. The crown bearer was Charlotte Benson. Grand keeper of the door was Darcy Needham. Grand marshal was Anna Plasky. Grand chaplain was Marissa Cosgrove. Sister of Truth was Jamie Owens. Sister of Vision was Kelsey Orsini. Sister of Victory was Kelsey Rubenauer. And our mistress of ceremonies was Stephanie Ross. I just want to thank all those ladies, and if we could just give them a little. And cross the color degree team for Connecticut, 2021-2023. American flag bearer, Charlotte Wakely. Grand Cross flag bearer, Charlotte Benson. Recorder, Victoria Rompre. Cross bearer, Megan Dana. Crown bearer, Melanie Haggett. Grand keeper of the door, Ashley Williams. Grand marshal, Kelsey Orsini. Grand chaplain, Morgan Ruddick. Sister of Truth, Jenna Hugh. Sister of Vision, Gabby Dana. Sister of Victory, Jamie Owens. And Mistress of Ceremonies, Caitlin Williams. So, congratulations, ladies. Rework and welcome to the team.
Thank you very much, Betty. Betty does a beautiful job as dean of the Grand Cross of Color. I appreciate all her help. Next is adult announcements. I'm just making you wait till we get the theme. Not making a lot of changes in adult appointments this year. I just feel that we need to stay with what we have. It's been hard. We've been meeting, the executive committee has been meeting via the WebEx, Cisco link. And we've been trying very hard to keep things going, but I don't think it's the best time to change things around. So the executive committee, the chairs, Stacy Stam, and on the committee, Hope Cotter, Betty LaFerrier, John Langlois, Ann McCusick, Darcy Needham, Liz Plasky, Cindy Stam, and Melissa Tropener. Thank you very much for your service. Grand deputies, again, no changes this year. And all the assemblies, no changes with the assembly. So if you whoever you have for a grand deputy will be staying in place for the next year. Grand Assembly committees, there were some changes. The Grand Assembly Committee, and again, there wasn't much for them to do this year, but certainly we want to recognize the effort. I do have a contract with the same new hotel that we were going to for 2022. So I'm working to get that contract signed, but it looks like it's the same weekend, just so you all know. Hopefully by then we will be back to be in real life and in a new hotel, which I'm looking forward to. Grand Assembly Committee, Sharon Busher, Bob Busher, Jim Cosgrove, Book Potter is the chair, Brittany Martin, Russ McCusick, Kathy Ravenel, Kelsey Rutenauer, Samantha Stoddard, John Stockton, Stacy Dentreska, Stephanie Watts, Amy Wren, Ally Sam, and Anna Platsky. And then we have a very special video that we're going to play, hopefully, so that we can launch some announcements.
Hello everyone. I am Marissa Gagne. For those of you who do not know me, I spoke to Mom Needham earlier, and she and I did decide that I will be staying on as the Grand Assembly head hostess this year for Connecticut. And I just wanted to share with all of you who will be joining all of us for the Grand Assembly hostesses this year. So we have Kelsey Orsini, Jamie Owens, Jenna Hugh, Melanie Haggett, Katie Wardwell, Ashley Williams, Caitlin Williams, Morgan Rezick, Megan Dana, Gabby Dana, Victoria Rompre, Candace Spalding, and Charlotte Wakely. Congratulations to all of you girls. I really cannot wait to work with you, and I really, really cannot wait to see you all again. Thank you.
So Marissa is actually in Florida right now, and plan is to return to the state. And that she was to still take on the responsibility of being, just as an aside, when I talked with her, she said that she had connected with an assembly in Florida and is now serving as their mother advisor. So you, again, you never know where those rainbow connections are going to take you. And what she said when she came home from the first meeting after she had kind of connected with the assembly, she came home and her husband said she was in, why are you in such a good mood? And she said it was just the connection, that she had something in common with these people, that she could walk into a room and just be able to be comfortable and know that she was with people that cared about her. And we're willing to extend that hand of friendship. So, I'm looking forward to her being back in the States, but she seems to be doing very well where she is. So, congratulations to her, and then congratulations. Got lots of them, huh? Okay, I think I've delayed as long as I can. So I have someone in the ether who has kept a secret forever. I'm sure it feels like to her. So to have to get right close to Grand Assembly last year and then say, nope, you've got to put everything on hold for a year. So I don't know of anyone else who's done a better job of keeping things quiet, because Victoria has been bugging her mercilessly. No. So did anyone have any idea from the clues? Yeah. So are you ready? Or do you want to wait some more? Another year.
I have my bear.
Are you ready?
I think so. I think
Okay.
my friend's ready.
I want to hear.
All righty. everyone. We just have to wait for the arrival of my special visitor. Hey, Jackson, have you seen my special visitor? She has a pretty big job tonight. She has to help me announce our new theme.
I'm looking everywhere, but I can't find her.
Oh no, we might have a problem then, because she hasn't been spotted around here.
Want me to help you look for her?
That would be awesome. Thank you, Jackson.
All right, let's check over here. All right.
Did you find her?
No, just a bunch of butterflies.
No problem, Jackson. Why don't we try another form?
I only found dragonflies. Where? Oh.
Let me check over here.
Dragonflies. Where is she?
No worries, Jackson. She's probably on her way. Why don't you check one last corner and see if she's hiding over there?
She isn't either. Do you think she flew away?
No, our special visitor promised me she would be here.
I'm looking everywhere, but I can't find her.
Let's see, do we see her over there?
Looking at her.
Oh, shoot. Oh. My very friend, I'm so glad you could join us as we begin to spread our wings with Connecticut Rainbow. Thank you very much to my friends for helping me share our new theme. This year, the theme for Connecticut Rainbow will be confidence to grow, bravery to fly. Our motto will be spread your wings with Connecticut Rainbow. Our mascot will be the fairy, and our symbols will be dragonflies, butterflies, and ladybugs. Our colors will be teal, indigo, and magenta. The Grand Officer's fun name will be the Soaring Sisters, and the Grand Representative's fun name will be the Powerful Pixies. Our song will be Fly to Your Hearts by Selena Gomez. Our flower will be the rose, and our quote will be, courage is not the absence of fear, but the capacity to act despite our fear, by John McCain. Our charity this year will be the Salamta Family Project, which creates forever families in Ethiopia between orphaned children who need a mother and marginalized women who would benefit from having children to raise as their own. With parental love and support being such an integral part of the growth of a child, we felt it fitting that we support this cause that enables these children to metaphorically fly to higher heights. Our service project this year will consist of a series of 3 drives in order to help those in need metaphorically give them the wings to rise. These drives will collect clothing, food, and hygiene items for our own community of Connecticut. I hope you all are excited for our new theme and for an awesome year to come, full of service, new friendships, memories, and spreading our wings. And now I would like to turn the microphone over to Mom Sabirsky for some more exciting announcements. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to announce the Powerful Pixie. Excited. Our first one is from the Great Assembly number 6. Her name is McKenna B., and she will represent Alaska and Arkansas. From Hope Assembly number 46, who is Shayla V. She's going to be Arizona and Georgia. From Rose Assembly number 11, representing Aruba and Kentucky, is Ashlyn R. From Ansonia Assembly number 8, representing Australia, New South Wales, and Texas, Hartley F. From Valley Assembly number 26, representing Bolivia and Massachusetts, is Ava L. From New Britain Assembly number 6, representing Brazil, Parana, and Oklahoma, is Lily M. From New Britain Assembly number 6, representing Brazil, Sao Paulo, and Florida, is Annie S. From Brantford Assembly number 19, representing Canada and North Carolina, is Ashley M. From New Britain Assembly number 6, representing Colorado and Iowa, is Gianna S. From Valley Assembly number 26, representing Indiana and New Jersey, is Tallulah H. From Rose Assembly number 11, representing California and Kansas, Tiffany C. From Ansonia Assembly number 8, representing Louisiana and Oregon, is Amelia F. From Rose Assembly number 11, representing Pennsylvania and Maine, is Brielle Lafayette. From New Britain Assembly number 6, representing Maryland and Mississippi, is Brianna B. From Hope Assembly number 46, representing Missouri and West Virginia, is Emily V. From Ansonia Assembly number 8, representing Michigan and Nebraska, is Abby P. From Norwich Assembly number 30, representing New Mexico and Vermont, is Emily G. From Brantford Assembly number 19, representing New York and Virginia, Sarah M. From New Britain Assembly number 6, representing Montana and Ohio, Emily M. From Hope Assembly number 46, representing Nevada and North Dakota, Ariana N. From Ansonia Assembly number 8, representing New Hampshire and South Carolina, Callie C. From Norwich Assembly number 30, representing the Philippines and Rhode Island, Jolie B. And from Ansonia Assembly number 8, representing Tennessee and Washington, Idaho, Taylor B. Thank you again.
Congratulations to all the grand representatives, and my heart really breaks that you couldn't be here today, but now maybe if you can go get. So in those bags that are going to the assemblies with lots of goodies, we have so much more to tell you about today that I'm very, very excited about. So, but Gal has brought one of the sashes. The sashes will be in the bag, so you will get them eventually from your mother advisors. But the sashes will go out in the bags, and the mother advisors will work on getting it to you. It may take a little bit of time, and I know you're anxious for the sashes, and we will work on getting it for you. So Adele, maybe if you could just show the girls what they're going to be getting, I'd appreciate it.
So each grand representative will be getting from their mother advisor a little butterfly box. Inside the butterfly box is their lunch. These are what they look like. So you girls will be receiving one soon. So this is the front. It's got the teal color with the indigo on the side. It says Colorful Pixies, and it's got a little fairy on it. And then this is what the back looks like.
And then also, they were working on getting their buttons in there too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You will be also receiving your buttons and also a name button. That's a little butterfly.
Thank you very much. So, grand representative, she will be getting a very, very soon. And now it's time for our grand officers for 2021, 2022. Just as a general announcement, decisions were very, very difficult, as they are every year. I try so very hard to make sure, that we get girls in the right place. So how I do that is watching you girls interact, and I didn't get a chance to do any of that this year. I also reach out to many people across a variety of places to, again, get as much input as I can to make decisions. Decisions are always very, very difficult. I think decisions different today than they would have been last year. And that's just the way things went. They never be certain about what's going to happen. People look on the outside, know what's going to happen, and that's not always the truth. So know that these decisions are made very, very carefully, agonized over to tell you the truth. But I am looking forward to working with this group. I think it's going to be a wonderful group of grand officers. The Junior Grand Assembly Committee will entail the top 5 officers, chaplain, and drill leader. Have 8 youth grand officers, 7 returning officers. I think it's 6 again. Going to work wonderfully together. Starting at grand service, and the other thing that I need to mention, I mean, I'm just taking along with it, is that we still have an extra responsibility for all of our grand officers. I enjoy watching you take whatever responsibility you've been given and making it your own, and trying to improve the organization with your ideas. So we're always looking for ideas and ways to spark life in our members, but also to encourage us to reach out to other people. So Grand Service and Sunshine Maker, Carter P. Grand Patriotism and Grand Representative Supporter, Cassandra S. Grand Fidelity and Grand Movie Advisor Sidekick, Katie S. Grand Immortality and Membership Motivator, Melanie S. Grand Nature and Masonic Family Liaison, Haley S. Grand Religion and Home Service Coordinator, Sophia P. Grand Love and Supreme Program Manager, Abby B. Grand Drill Leader and Chair of the Junior Grand Executive Committee, Maya R. Grand Chaplain and Grand Lecturer, Kyla P. Grand Reporter and Pledge Promoter, Kiara L. And Kiara's not here because she had to work. She didn't get the letter in time to be able to change her work schedule, so that's why she's not here. Sure, she would have been here if she could. Grand Faith and Social Media Maven, Haley C. Grand Hope and Grand Historian, Sabrina C. Grand Charity and Rainbow Day Coordinator, Sydney F. Grand Worthy Associate Advisor, Brenna Finn. Grand Officer Supporter, Adele. Grand officers downstairs. There are tables downstairs, so everyone, I think, girls to a table. So 3 girls to a table. Adults, you are welcome to go outside, take your mask off, breathe for a little bit. But please don't group and congregate. Please don't sit somewhere where you're not signed, because it just makes the cleaning much more difficult. And again, we're just trying very hard to keep things very safe. Okay. Yep. Go ahead.
I need grant officers from 2019 to 2021, I guess. If your basket is still downstairs, please take it. I don't want people touching it.
Okay. Is there anything else I missed for announcements? We're good? Wait a second.